Welcome everyone to this lesson on crystallization. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so crystallization is another separation technique, and what we've talked about already in this module is one technique called filtration, and the second technique we're talking about today is crystallization. So what's the difference? Well, in filtration we were separating a insoluble solid from a solution, and in crystallization we are separating a soluble solid from a solution. Remember, soluble means it can dissolve in that liquid. Oopsie, soluble solid from a solution. An example would be, e.g., would be salt water. Okay, so we've got the soluble solid, which is salt. The liquid would be water, and together it's called salt water, which would be the solution. So think about why we wouldn't use filtration to separate salt from water. Okay, hopefully you got the thought or the thinking process started, and you came to the idea that if we used filtration, if I had one of these funnels and I had a piece of filter paper, once the salt, remember when the salt is in its big lumpy clustered form as a solid, it would be caught and trapped by the filter paper. But when it's in solution, those lumps break up into tiny particles that would actually go through the pores of the filter paper. So yeah, filtration would not work to separate salt from water, so we need to use crystallization. So what equipment do we need for crystallization? Well, we need a evaporating basin or evaporating dish. Evaporating dish over here. We're going to pour the salty solution into the evaporating dish. So this is the salt water solution. And the next thing we're going to need is to apply some heat. Now this can be in the form of a Bunsen burner, or it can be in the form of a alcohol burner, or you could just leave this evaporating dish with the salt water solution on the windowsill and let the sun be the source of heat. So what's going to happen is the water is going to evaporate off. So what's happening here is the water evaporates. Okay, and after a few hours, if you're using a Bunsen burner, you will start to see crystals form at the bottom of the basin. In this case, it's salt crystals. In the exam, you might get other substances, other compounds like copper sulfate, potassium iodide, anything like that. So this is crystallization. I hope it's been really helpful, and see you next time.